Oh, go ahead, Sean. What was you gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say also, I mean, as far as collaborations in 2022, there's people that I'm working with up here. This is a group called Pebble to Pearl. I've just been working with the guitarist Jenny. She's awesome. Like, and Technotic, you probably know from that call we was on. King of the Beats records. We had some when we was on that call. So I've been working with him and just collaborating and just putting it all out there. Really,
this is the section. This is exactly the section I wanted to talk about. What things did you do? Give me a short recap of the things you did in 2021. Tell me all the things that you did in 2021. Go.
The short things, just for the most part, I know I had a surgery, and that's another thing I didn't mention there. I want to thank y'all for having encouragement because I was going through a rough time early part of this year. But since then, just been increasing my faith. When I see y'all posting y'all post so many songs like Band Lab, like man, like I was like, man, I gotta try to get back up here, and I have have a family, so it's like trying to balance. So like I try to keep up with y'all, and when I do get a chance, I'm only down here maybe 2 hours, and that's it really. And so for the most part, I think the short, just to say that, just trying to keep up the momentum is what I want.
So you did right? How many different beat battles did you do?
I did. Let's see, 1, 2. I did 3. I'm gonna say three beat battles this year. Actually 4. This is the 4th one. I think this is the 4th one. So it's 4 I've done thus far.
4 beat battles. You definitely dropped a joint on Apple. I seen that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I mean, I'm just gonna pick it up just a little bit more because it's like I want to do it, but then I'm more family oriented guy, so I'm like, really, sometimes I want to come down and just knock out 5 or 6 things, but I think just taking my time with it, and it comes across real nicely. I mean, so that's where I'm at right now. My headspace where I'm at, so I'm very, very selective.
We're grateful for you and your selectivity because you know what, a bunch of us have dropped the ball on a couple of things, doing music instead of what we were supposed to be doing.
Oh man,
your man right here is not a 4.0 GPA.
No,
I tell you right now. And maybe if I would have did less music and more academia, I'd be summa cum Tony. But nah.
It's funny that Diggs mentioned that though, because
not seeming like you're doing as much as we are, because we all squeezing it in there. Joey is like this. He's like,
nah, that's not it. Because like, honestly, it's funny that Diggs mentioned that because I see the output that Benz and FLAVE have, and I'm like, they got whole, like, I'm married too, but they got a whole kids and all other types of job responsibilities and bills and house, things that break, pump sumps and all that stuff. And how are they still putting out all these dang tracks? What am I doing?
I know. You guys are unbelievable.
Man, that's the conditioning, because I think God put me in a very unique position, these past couple of years, and people frowning on this pandemic, and how it shut stuff down. It actually kind of activated some things. It put me in a position where I'm working from home. I'm doing a job like now, like last year, the job that I was doing before I got this one, man, it was like I was getting paid for nothing, really. I'm feeling it this year, because I got some challenges, work-wise, but still able to go down in the basement, put music together, write, and talk to you guys, get inspiration, get ideas, concepts, and it's just been an amazing couple of years for me personally. And I'm looking at the list of songs on BandLab that we've had and the dates. So like from like April of 2020 up until now, we've been banging stuff out. I forgot to mention the the trademark is registered now. So probably around January or February, I'm looking to see, I should receive a certificate stating that, my trademark is officially registered. I already got the email. So what that means is now I can actually use the logo and put the little R symbol there for register, and it's legitimate. So that's another thing.
That's dope. So go down the list of the stuff you've done this year, man, because you already, can you count how many songs we put out there?
I can't. I don't even know. We can go and physically look at the songs that we put out and stuff. But even like I said, I got stuff on CD that I haven't like record, because my recording skills have come along even more so. So now that makes me want to go back and revisit some of the old recordings that I did and redo them, because I know I can make them better. So that's going on with the trademark and stuff. I got my cousin, she does a lot of different things. So I had paid her to do, I just wanted a sample of 2 t-shirts with the Kingdom Enforcer logo on it, because I wanted to see how it would come out. And at the same time, I'm trying to throw a little business her way. So if it's something that, I like, I may kick her out some more business, but I'm probably looking at, there are some wholesale spots, where I can get bulk, like t-shirts maybe, or hats or something like that. And, trying to get the label, get the logo put on that and then sell them. That's the goal, is to sell those as well. So,
production, beats, clothing, logos, moguls.
Merchandise.
Hey man, I leaving it all on the field.
Oh yeah, that's how we feel. Shout out, this dude stole my emeritus song. Stole it. Jay, you don't even understand right now. He stole the show. He is so treacherous. He cut my own son off.
Wow.
My son came on the song, which is a blessing for me to have my kids on.
Yeah, I was happy about that.
On there. He says, what he said, Tony Benz? He said,
hold up.
Nah, but
what you
my son says Tony Benz. No, he says Jay Benz and Tony Benz did that. Sean, Brian comes in there. He's like, hold up, Jay, I'm taking over the rest of this song. It's all I feel.
Do that. I said, hold up. I felt a certain way. I'm like, how y'all gonna be making this good music and not invite me?
This dude took the title track to my album and murdered the track. You understand? I can't even be mad at him.
He was insulted for some reason or another, and then he came back with it.
Took it.
On some LL Cool J and cannabis stuff.
Man, you know what? When we did
that, the mic in my arm is off limit to challenges.
Can I bust? Nah, it ain't gonna be that kind of situation.
When we did that Sign of the Times, man, that's one I love that song.
So they haven't heard that. My son did a verse on Sign of this joint we did called Sign of the Times.
Man,
yeah.
Sean heard it. I think you heard it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Man, but yeah, that's because it appeals to the family.
Yeah.
The father, son,
for me. It's part of it for me.
And passing the torch.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that need to be heard.
Yeah. You can invite Jay to that song. I had to tell Brian specifically, don't put that out. But that's my son. That's my son. It's mine.
Yeah, right.
You got some. Okay, let me have this one, okay?
Yeah.
That's how I take stuff.
I know.
I guess in his mind, he's like, well, you got like 4, 5 of them, yeah.
Look, man, I got 5 versions of me. The world, I don't know what God was thinking. One is enough to repent for.
Nothing to do with that. That was an act of a husband.
Okay. So go ahead. You got more. You got, don't forget the podcast.
Yeah, if I can ever get back to it.
As the Lord leads.
Yeah.
As the Lord leads.
And I've been slacking. I must say I've been slacking. Cause I mean, 2020, I was grinding. I was in it. Had both feet in it.
And
You know, and
took
then
that torch and ran with it.
yeah.
Got ran over by the J.Etienne Jeep. The style can't define my style is so deep. Go ahead, Jay. Tell us a little something.
That was crazy.
Tell us what you've been doing all year.
Man, the momentum carried over from 2020, right? Moved from, right where Sean is, not even knowing he was there, obviously, and then moved down here to Atlanta, did the crazy 30-day beat challenge followed by 31-day beat challenge and turned into the beat tape. Then transitioned that immediately into the 30-day bars challenge. So 61 straight days of content. So now you ask like, what's going on with Rapmus? No, we did that already. we already showed show improved on 61 straight days of not just like creating, but having it recorded and like edited and put it out. Like, nah, I've proven that I could do that. It's not something I won't say I won't do again, but it started with that. And it just kind of trickled into making sure that I'm not only staying creative, but like growing and getting better and acquiring new skills. Started doing IG lives this year. Beat contests, it's got to be at least 7, maybe more. Anytime I'm aware of one, SoundCloud does them. Every time I see it, it's like 2 to 5, maybe 5 days at the max that I've seen, like where the submission deadline's there. I'm just being made aware of it. So usually it's like a quick, 48-hour turnaround where I'm making a whole beat, writing, recording, and like trying to mix it enough to like make it passable for, a submission. That's happened. For the SoundCloud one, I've done at least. Andy Mineo did one with Old Spice with SoundCloud. I was like, that'd be cool. Another Christian artist. They're going nowhere, but I'm still happy with the song I made. That was dope. They went for Toyota with them, and then I think there was a third one where I just did a beat instead of like a whole track. Because one of my friends, he's just a producer. He produced a track for the Toyota one, and he got at least into like an initial phase of like judging, and he ended up not, I guess, winning. But it was cool that he got contact. I'm like, oh, so you don't even have to. Like, I'm doing too much work. If you don't even care, like have the whole vocals and stuff with it, I get that done.
Okay.
And what else have I done this year, man? Yeah, started IG Live. I'm setting up to where I'm about to start Twitch streaming and streaming on my YouTube.
I like those, by the way. Those kind of live making beats. It's almost like a tutorial and a conversation about production all at the same time. Those are pretty
and I'm figuring out how to make it better to where you can see the screen, see what I'm doing with the equipment, and so yeah, look forward to that. But that started now, but it's really going to like take off for real as far as me like consistently doing it next year. And what else have I accomplished? Just being more consistent. I was releasing freestyles and stuff, doing the promo stuff like Save the Water, and the other one I did for what was the other? I can't remember the other one. It was something about like work related or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember it. Like I said, and it's not quality, it's because of the quantity of stuff. If I went down the list of all the stuff that I clicked a like or clicked a love or even took and put on my own project, I would be here for like a couple of hours. Because your content, you have quantity and quality. So yeah, those are good. The Mad Lib joints.
Yeah.
Quantitative and qualitative.
And that's I'm glad that it's perceived that way, because that's what I'm not just trying to go for putting out just for the sake of putting out for the quality's sake, but I'm glad that quality is still there. That's what I definitely try to aim for. And when I see that I'm like kind of slipping up and letting like my own quality control kind of go out the window just for the sake of getting it out, I'm like, all right, let me sit back. And that's when y'all won't see nothing like being posted, at least publicly, for like a week or two.
I gotta throw in a timeout. There's one joint that I just refused to like of yours. And that's when the dog was trying to get with the chicken. Dude, you're killing me. I was like, no, I love you. I think I reluctantly hit a like on it. But I was like, no, not the dog trying to get with the chicken. Come on, son. No. I mean, he's truly an artist.
Did I choose to voice it? Yes, but I didn't like record that. I don't know what my homie was doing, what the little dog was doing.
Wait, did you see it?
I saw it.
I was cracking up. That was one of those Christian contradictions in me. Like, should I
Yeah.
You seem to like it. So I was like, okay, fine, I love him. But that was dope.
Hey, we human, right?
All right. So yeah, like I said, you've done a lot of stuff this year, and even with the Emeritus MC album, your 31 beat challenge, the 30-day beat challenge. That was that was that where I got a lot of my music from? The recent one, the one with your symbol on it, or those were old joints that I was just discovering?
Well, those were from that was all from May, the 31 days in May.
And
May 2020. 2020.
2020.
No, 2020. Yeah, 2020.
That
So
shows me
technically,
your joints are timeless, man.
I'm glad.
And I'll say this again and again. That Emeritus MC joint, yo, that is flaming.
It is.
Like, yo, that is just hot. I'm just like, it's so diverse. It's very abstract. And I'm like, yo, this is something, yo, you can just sit back and you can just suck it in and just listen, to joint after joint after joint. And I'm like, man, this is hot.
So the Emeritus, that was my brother-in-law. He go by Chill Z. That was his beat. That was just when I heard it. And you know what? Honestly, that is a beat that's probably like 5-6 years old. He made it a long time ago. He knows I'm still doing stuff, so he just sent it my way, and I just put some concepts on it. And that was when I realized my birthday was coming up, and I didn't want to do nothing huge, like do a party or nothing like that, but I wanted to celebrate who I've become. So in addition to adding Sean's beats on there, y'all's beats, Jay's basically my co-producer. So he didn't like co-produce the concepts, but he co-produced as far as providing soundtrack. My favorite joints on there. I mean, all those beats. Domistar gave me a beat. I used Find a Way. That's Sean's beat. And I didn't get no beats from FLAVE, but I got that verse. But Forced to Be Reckoned With, I could listen to that all day. Right?
Yeah, that was definitely the beat tape. Yeah.
Ed Gaff. That right there. The one that kicked it off for us was Everybody versus Everybody, Eve.
That one.
Whoa, yeah.
It was just going back and forth, and all I could think of is really, like I think I told y'all before, it is a part 2 to the song I did in '96. The song I did in '96 was called MC Armageddon, and it was based off of the Marvel comic Secret Wars, where all the villains and all the heroes disappeared from the earth, and they had to battle each other, and whoever won would come back to the earth and the other one wouldn't exist. So my concept back then was, all the different MCs, the backpackers, the hardcore, the flower childs would battle, and whoever won would come back and rule the earth in hip hop. So fast forward to 2021, Eve was still, again, everybody versus everybody, because we were in a tumultuous time, still are kind of, but we had, people in office that was, fanning the flame of not gifts. We had people on the streets that was fanning the flame of anarchy and peace all at the same time from different, and that song came about as in, man, it's everybody versus everybody. Who's really is it really a winning? Because we all gonna lose. Why don't we all just do it like we used to and battle?
No, were you playing on that?
Yes.
Okay. I know I detect a little Unchained.
Oh, yeah. Djembe Unchained was all on that. Djembe was, I was on Find a Way. It was on
I'm Done.
I'm Done.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the American album, Joey, he fueled that with.
And I think I'm Done was made specifically for you. I think that was when you asked me to make.
I asked you specifically for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that Find a Way, I think Benz, you already know, that was back there. Remember that Middle Ages? Back during that time. That's where.
So Sean and I came up with a concept a while back called Middle Ages, right?
Yeah.
The Middle Ages, that's, obviously a play on us getting older, not being crusty, but getting older, but a play on the historic time period, Middle Ages. So that's a project, actually, Sean, that's a whole separate album right there. Because I'm gonna talk about nothing but middle-aged stuff.
It's old stuff.
Talk about my prostate, going to the bathroom all the time.
And my feet, joints aching.
Yeah, my back hurt, my back ache. Neck
Got a surgery.
tight.
Right. Yeah. Did we all have surgeries?
Yeah, we had surgeries, some colonoscopies, all that good stuff.
I hurt my back, all of that. So I'm out of that. But you know, my favorite joint is that 50, that over and under.